Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. It is 5:46 in the morning, April 4th, 2022. And this is episode number 441. I started doing this October 24th, 2020, and this is just my morning crypto video blog, brain dump, nothing more. And just me exploring concepts and topics and crypto and life in general. Just a way for me to get the crypto out of my system before the day starts. And so don't take anything I say for educational or financial advice or anything like that. This is just me kind of just thinking out loud. So I could probably get a lot of stuff wrong, and I do a lot of times. So but come along with me on this ride as I just kind of poke around the crypto space. Because there's a lot of aspects to crypto. People think it's all just about these slimy little get rich quick MLM Ponzi schemes. There's an element of that, but there's also an element of that type of thing in any new technology that you'll ever have. There's always charlatans and grifters anytime anything new comes out. But to me, it's a lot more than that. It is the decentralization of finance. It is giving the power back to people. It is the counterbalance to the central bank digital currency that the world powers are trying to impose on everybody and bring us back to feudalism. So yeah, man, there's a lot of power in all this, and I can't go into detail on all that right now because it's just a lot of stuff to talk about. But that's the purpose of 441 episodes, is because there's so much to talk about in this space all the time, revolving around those concepts. And crypto has not just finance and economics involved in it, which I had an amazing crash course education in finance and economics. But there's programming, there's mathematics, there's game theory, there's philosophy, there's psychology, there's sociology, there's all types of stuff. There's marketing and advertising. There's so many different ways to approach cryptocurrency and everything that is going on right now. Web 3.0, decentralization of the internet, of attaching your wallet to the internet, NFTs for art, and also for things like for tokenizing society, tokenizing stocks, tokenizing property, gatekeeping, things like websites and publications, blog posts, live streams, all with NFTs, so you don't have to give away your personal credit card information and your address and everything like that every time you want to do a transaction. So, I mean, there are so many uses for crypto and Web3 right now, and anybody who says this is all just about corrupting art and speculation and slimy MLM people just have zero clue what all this is about. So I'm here to try to help. I mean, this is not an education podcast, but you're discovering along with me so many different use cases. All right, so let's get started. Let's take a look real quick and just see where all the standings are. I don't really follow charts and graphs, so I'm not your guy for that. There are people out there that do that and that are really good at it. And there are a lot of people that do that and suck at it, and they still put their stuff out there. But it is what it is. I follow just CoinGecko. There's CoinMarketCap, Coin Paprika. There's CoinCodex. Those are free ones. There's Token Metrics, which is a paid one, and apparently it's pretty good as well. And it gives you a lot more detailed graphs if you really like looking at all that stuff. And there's some really detailed graphs that people can look at. More power to you. So Bitcoin's at 45,858 and 45. It's gone sideways, I guess, for the past couple weeks now that it hit that 45 mark, which is fine with me. But Ethereum is up at $3,455, up 5.2% in the past week. Let's see. You ignore these stable coins like Tether, USDC. We got another one, Binance USD, Terra USD. Those are coins that are just pegged to the dollar, and they're used a lot of times to trade into and out of, so you don't have to go completely out of the crypto space and in through your bank and into your regular wallet. It's a safe place to kind of just jump into. And a lot of people are earning actual yield by providing liquidity for stable coins, and they earn a percentage of the transaction fees and all that type of stuff. But they have their place and purpose. But I don't think that they should be in these coin rankings with all these others. They just are. But that's what those are. They're stable coins, and Tether is one of the original ones. It's centralized. Where you have DAI, which is decentralized. It's down here, and so yeah, I like DAI. I like decentralization, but Tether is what it is, and there's a lot. I could do an entire series of episodes around Tether. All right, Binance exchange coin. So this is a centralized exchange coin, and people buy those. I don't know why people buy the Binance coin, honestly, but that's just my opinion, man. All right, so 442.77, up 3.0% in the past 7 days. Solana up 25.3% at 134.01. XRP down 3.4% to 82 cents. Terra up 19.2%, up to 112.24. I read last night something that they couldn't find the guy Do Kwon or something, the founder of it, and he's got a lot of keys, private keys that hold a lot of people's money. It's been missing for like 2 days. I wonder if he popped up. It's on Asia time, so maybe he did. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see. But a lot of people are very bullish on Terra, the Terra ecosystem. So Cardano up 1.5%, $1.20. Avalanche up 6%, 94.94. Polkadot down 0.1%. It's basically flat at 22.37. The Doge. I guess Elon Musk hadn't really tweeted about it in a while. He's the one that basically seems to control the price action of Doge. It's at just 0.4% down in the last 7 days, so it's running sideways. The Shiba Inu up 3.3%. It's some weird number, 0.0000. 26294317, whatever. All right, let's see here. Crypto.com down 1.4%. Near Protocol, I'm pretty bullish on Near. I've bought some recently on Crypto.com, and it's up 21%, up to 1593. Cosmos is up 4.7%. And so things are looking pretty good, man. They're not looking terrible. They're not looking bad. So and Waves up 33.1%. Wow, in the past week. And let's see, anything else like really standing out to me? Theta is up 7.8%. I'm still bullish on Theta. I have been since day one. It got up to $20 last year, and then it dropped back down with everything else. All right. Oh, Aave is up 40%. I know some big things are happening over there finally. It kind of just was like dormant, remained flat for quite a while. It's good to see Aave doing some stuff. I had to sell some Aave to take care of some property taxes. Yeah, all right. So Zilliqa too has also made a moonshot. I sold my Zilliqa off a long time ago. If I would have held on to it, I would have made some really good money. I still made good money. I bought it at like 2 cents or whatever, and I sold it at like 10 cents. But now it's up at 15, 16 cents. So hey, but whatever, it is what it is. You can't sit there and fret every time you could have made money, because you'll drive yourself crazy that way. All right, so let's go over here to. Oh, I never actually showed you guys the screen. Oh, shoot, I was looking at my big old face for a while. All right, if you're watching, if you're listening, you'll probably have the better audio, because I do mix the audio after this, and then you can catch me on Spotify, Apple, podcast, Google, and all that crap. So hit me up there, man. And give the like and the subscribe and all that crap. I don't know how it helps, but it seems to help the algorithm. Do a thumbs up on YouTube or whatever. So I don't know. I'm not really out there like trying to make money off of this. I don't make any money off of this. In fact, I pay for my podcast platform subscriptions, but I don't know. It's my hobby, dude. So it brings me joy. All right. So even on a Monday morning, yep. So let's go over here. Let's take a look. I found an interesting little website the other day. Let's see, where'd you go? DEX Scanner is what we'll call it, and it's not what we'll call it. It's what it's called. All right. So let's see here. Dex Screener. I'm sorry, Dex Screener. All right. So here we are. All right, let me pull it up. DEXScreenercom. And I don't know. I just found it pretty interesting because I follow the Sifu token. The Sifu, it's total degen crap. Basically Sifu, is kind of a. I don't want to hang this over his head, but he's gotten a lot of flack for being a degenerate felon in the past, and he was involved in all the Wonderland stuff. He was the treasury manager for that. All that stuff kind of turned into a disaster, but it didn't really turn into a disaster because I don't think of anything he did. I think everything he did was straight and legit during that. But somebody blew the whistle and doxed his identity as Michael Patron, involved in the Quadriga exchange. I guess. Possible fraud in which the founder Gerald Cotton may have allegedly faked his death, but apparently he's dead. Nobody's seen him since then. Anyway, Michael Patron left the Quadriga exchange well before that was happened. But even before that, he was busted in some digital cash type of fraud stuff. But since then, he's laid low, and then now he's been coming out of the woodwork. He got exposed out of the woodwork as 0x Sifu. And he's been working with Danny Sesta and I think even Andre Cronje on the Wonderland and Icicle Finance and Magic Internet Money and all that stuff, Abracadabra.money, and those had some issues. And basically, a lot of people lost a lot of money on that. But I don't think it's necessarily anything that 0x Sifu did. So anyway, somebody blew the whistle on him. Zach XBT blew the whistle, said, "Oh my God, this guy's a felon. This is who 0x Sifu is." And snitches get stitches. And anyway, 0x Sifu resigned from his position, or voted out basically. And he's just like, "All right, man, this sucks." And so he ended up just going on, and now he's a really good trader, is what he is. And I don't care what he's done in his past and all that stuff. The guy knows how to make money, and he is very wealthy, and he does not need to do any of this stuff. But he decided to create a project in which hold on, let me see, Sifu Vision. He decided to create Sifu Vision, in which basically you copy trade his investments, but you buy his token, and the token rises or falls according to what he has, the money that he's made. And he was pegging his token to $100 amount up until March 31st, and now that peg is no longer there. The price has risen so far. It's done well. And well, anyway, I was going to look on CoinGecko and the other day, and I did not see Sifu. And I don't know why I'm getting on this long tangent to talk about DEXScreener. Anyway, I did not see Sifu Vision. All right, and it's at $122.90, so it's not doing bad over the $100 peg that it was on. So I was looking for it, and CoinGecko said 0. And there are a lot of times inconsistencies on different coin listings platforms and stuff like that, different DEXs that show inconsistencies, and a lot of that I think is Oracle action. And Oracle are the pieces of code that bring information from the real world to the blockchain. And I think a lot of times there's some inconsistencies with that and whatnot. But anyway, that led me to, somebody said, well, for all the noobs out there, because I was in the Discord, the Sifu Vision Discord, and I ended up reading somebody saying, well, for all the noobs out there, they think this is an issue. But I go to DEXScreener, and I was like, what is this DEXScreener? And so I went over here, and it shows basically all the coin matches, I don't know about all the DEXs, but a lot of different DEXs and a lot of different chains. And it seems to be a pretty handy little tool to keep an eye on possible like rug pulls, for instance. If you're following some kind of token pair, what a rug pull is whenever, and I'm going to try to explain it the best I can, but it's whenever you put liquidity into an automated market maker DEX, and you put in 50% of one token, 50% of another token, and a lot of times these projects, the founders of the projects will create liquidity, and they'll put their weird token in against USDC or Tether or some stable coin or something like that, and they'll sell all their tokens, and then they'll just like disappear with the project or close the project down, and you'll be stuck holding the bag with all these crappy tokens. And then they'll be having all your USDC and Tether and DAI stablecoin and all this other stuff, Ethereum, and the project is closed down. So watch out for that. But anyway, DEXScreener is one of these platforms, these listings platforms. I think it's open source as well, and it's on all these different chains here. Oh, hold on, let me open up the window so you can see a little better for those of you watching. But yeah, there it is. So you can see on the side all this stuff. This is cool stuff. So it's on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, Phantom, Harmony, Kronos, Osmosis, Aurora, Moonriver, Moonbeam, Metis, Arbitrum, Optimism, Avalanche DEX, Hecko, Oasis Emerald, DEXDAI, Velos, Silo, KC. There's just a lot of them. Both other layer 1 blockchains and then layer 2 chains such as Boba and Optimism and Polygon and all that stuff, and Arbitrum. So yeah, man. Seems to be pretty cool, and it lists all these pairs. I mean, and you can sort these pairs different ways. You can sort them by the highest price change in 24 hours. So let's take a look at the most transactions. So PUP USDT pair on Binance Smart Chain is number 1 in growth in the past 24 hours, $83,655. That's a lot of money, $83,675. I wonder what's up with this PUP token. So you might look at that and be like, dude, I need to go check that out. But it's probably some kind of rug pull, like it shoots to the sky and then it drops to the floor, like below the floor, like crashes straight through the earth to China, because that's where Binance is from anyway. So it's going back home. Church DAO here in the wrapped Ethereum pair has done very well, 18,000% in the past 24 hours, but down 44.38% in the past 1 hour and down 30.91% in the past 5 minutes. So this is could be exciting to watch if you like watching this type of stuff. So you can also create your own customized lists. You got a watch list right here. So I did not find 0x Sifu. The Sifu Vision token on CoinGecko over the weekend because it was just showing 0. So I went to DEXScreener and I got to see some of the real-time pricing. And here it is, Sifu Tether, and I saw where it was. It shows it. So the Tether USD Sifu token pair is at 112.54, where the wrapped Ethereum version is at 122.81. There's also Sifu Vision, I believe, on Binance Smart Chain and on Avalanche, and it will show those pairs too. So if you see like on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, your coin is just like having some weird price issues, or sometimes things get a little like all blotchy and stuff like that, you can do a search and you can find what you need. Over here, token pairs, Sifu. So you can look up contract addresses, you can look up token pairs or just one side of the token pair. So yeah, check it out. You got the Sifu wrapped, the Avalanche one, wrapped Ethereum Sifu on Avalanche blockchain. You have the 2 on Ethereum. You have 2 on Binance Smart Chain, and it shows which DEX. This one's on SushiSwap, the Avalanche one. The ones on Ethereum are on Uniswap. The ones on Binance are on PancakeSwap. And pretty cool tool, and you can get alerts. So let's check out an alert. You haven't set any alerts. To set price alerts for a pair, click the set price alerts button on the pair detail screen. I don't really do stuff like that. Here's trends, new pairs, gainers and losers. So yeah, man, this is a pretty cool tool. So DEXScreener.com. They also have a Discord. You can go jump in and listen to all that chatter. I find Discord's hard to follow a lot of times, and I only really follow a couple like main Discords. Other than that, yeah. But if you have any questions, that's the good thing about Discords is there's always know-it-alls that just are the first to tell you everything about everything. Well, actually, so yeah. That's the good thing about the geek space. There's a lot of actually people, in the space. Well, actually, those people that tell you your kid Santa Claus doesn't exist at Christmas dinner, Well, actually, Christmas is a pagan holiday. So I also found another weird project last night. How much time do I have? Okay, 20 minutes. Called Zero Money. And I saw some tweet last night by just somebody that I just a fellow trusted DAO mate, and I found this project, and they did a little 1 token airdrop, and I was like, oh man, I'll just get it, because so here's what the tweet was supposed to be. Zero Money is the first genuine zero value currency. And this is what I love about crypto and DAOs and stuff like that. It's always experimentation. Don't take it for anything else. Like, seriously. I'm into it because I love the experimentation of it. I love the whole idea of like, is this like a social experiment? Like, how are people going to act about this or that? What are their thoughts on it? You find the weirdest crap that gains value. I mean, hence CryptoPunks, man. Like, seriously. So Zero Money is the first genuine zero value currency. There's no reason to hold it, but if you want to get 1-0, then you got to join the Discord, follow Zero Money, like and retweet, reply to Discord with your Discord name and number, and then claim Zero Money. So they get some information off of you. I don't love that, but whatever. And I can't stand these things where you tag 2 friends and you retweet. I don't want to tag my friends in that crap. I don't like it when people tag me in these giveaways. Like, seriously, don't do it. Like, I'll just block you pretty much. Unless I know you, like, know you from a DAO or something. I'll just be like, dude, man, come on, man. Don't tag me in these giveaways. Anyway, so let's take a look. Zero Money will just be a public good that doesn't add to the wealth gap between the rich and the poor. Okay. Every token has its own value. Usually founders of a project try hard to add more value to the token and form a community around it. Almost every token follows the same approach. Yeah, true. We thought, what about launching a token that's completely opposite to others? Why Zero Money is uniquely valueless. It's super inflationary. What you have in your hands will get lower and lower. And then the 3-3, the whole Olympus DAO protocol and liquidity thing, only when you sell your tokens will you get the most benefit from it. So, because that's the opposite of that approach, only when you stake your tokens and hold on. Okay, anyway. Dictatorship, instead of decentralization, the dictator decides everything at his own convenience and no team allocation. Due to its nature, the team doesn't even want to hold it. It goes against, contrary to everything that crypto communities seem to kind of center themselves around. To me, it's satire. I think it's funny, and I just thought it was funny enough worth to go claim my token and even to retweet it real quick and then delete the tweet so I could claim my money. So introducing Zero Money, the first zero value currency in the world. Brought to you by the LevX DAO. And I found out what the LevX DAO was too. And I joined the Discord at LevX DAO. It looks actually pretty cool. So every token has its own value. So this project is an offshoot of the LevX DAO. Usually founders of a project try hard to add more value to the token and form a community around it. Almost every token follows the same approach. So we thought, what about launching a token that's completely opposite to others? That was the initial motive to build Zero Money. We wanted to create the first genuine zero value currency in the world. Super inflationary. Zero Money is an ERC20 token on Ethereum. What differentiates it from other tokens is whenever you transfer your balance to someone else, the amount is newly minted and distributed to all holders as a dividend. The same amount is newly minted and distributed to all holders as a dividend. Okay, so when you make a transfer to someone else, that same amount is minted and distributed to all holders of the Zero token. Okay. The first goal of other token projects is always to make their token as deflationary as possible, thus creating more buying pressure in the market. So yeah, a lot of tokens create limited amounts, fixed supply, because they want to make it deflationary, and because it goes against quantitative QE, a quantitative, what the dollar bill's doing. Just print, brr, money printer go burr. Zero money and then it gets valued, debased, and it gets devalued. And in debasement, it came from like the old Roman currency days. Whenever the token would get the Roman coin would get thinner and thinner somehow, and they were just skimming a little bit off the top each time, and the holes in Chinese currencies, used to so you could put the coin on a necklace. Well, that hole kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, every time the empire needed to save a little money, and so they were devaluing people's tokens. So this is the opposite. They want to make it as inflationary as possible. So zero money operates in the exact opposite way because it is designed to be as inflationary as possible. Holders will have almost zero motive to hold the token because it's obvious the value of what they have in their hands will get lower and lower. Oh man. Okay. I'm an old man sitting there. Here's the twist. In order to give people at least one reason to hold, we have designed the minting to follow a halving schedule. For the 21 days, 100% of your transferring amount is newly minted. For the next 21 days, only 50% of the amount minted, and so on. In the 60th halving, approximately 4 years, minting stops, and that's when holders will finally be happy. Hold it for 4 years and make money, or just leave now and never look back. It's your choice. And then they do the whole 3-3, the stake and the stake thing. The greater the amount which is circulated in the market, the higher inflation gets. This is the perfect opposite of 3-3 game theory and the famous game theory of Olympus DAO, protocol owned liquidity. They motivate holders to stake more so that everyone gets more. In zero money's tokenomics, only when you sell your tokens, if you can, will you get the most benefit from it. So run by a DAO, but with a dictatorship. So this is a zero token project. Many DeFi projects create a DAO and make the decision-making process transparent and clear to earn more trust. Again, zero money follows a completely different way. This project was initiated by LevX, who's running his personal DAO, LevX DAO. Zero money is incubated by his DAO, but he calls himself the dictator and decides everything at his own convenience. I've been kind of on a pattern lately with these dictator DAOs. Like I'm invested into the Sifu Vision. That's a total dictatorship. I don't know. Maybe I'm not for decentralization. I don't know. But even snapshot votes conducted by holders can be turned over in the last minute because he doesn't like it, or he mutes or kicks out members in the Discord to censor public opinion, etc. Surprisingly, he has many loyal followers, and they don't seem to have much problem about him. He gives away free money to them, and maybe that's how he bribes his followers. But who cares? Anyways, zero money wouldn't have any value. No pre-sale, no VC, no team allocation. Why did they start a crypto project? Obviously to make money out of it. So they raise funds by selling pre-minted tokens to the VCs and have some amount as team allocation, right? That's how normal projects do it. But zero money has zero value. Even though we would want to sell some tokens in the beginning, it's not possible. That's right, we couldn't make money even if we tried. As described above, it follows the 3-3 game theory, so the team doesn't even want to hold it. That's why there's no team allocation. You don't want to hold it because that's not how you make money. You make money by selling it, and by trading it, and transferring it. In conclusion, zero money will just be a public good that doesn't add to the wealth gap between the rich and the poor. Actually, no one can be rich by having this zero value token. Now we're one step closer to the world John Lennon had imagined. Imagine all the people living in peace. So, yeah, they have this initial zero offering right now going on until April 9th. In order to know what zero value feels like, you need a placeholder for that value so you can look at your tokens and say, that right there has zero value. That's why we're holding an IZO, initial zero offering, to provide an initial supply of tokens to our believers. To get the initial zero, what you need is not financial but social investment on Twitter and Discord. So that's where the value comes from, I believe, from the social investment. So you have to do all that crap, like join the Discord, follow the 0x Money, like and retweet, and all that crap. And then leave your Discord ID as a reply to the tweet. So they're gathering that information from you. So if you've done with the above, you can visit thezero.money from April 4th and claim 1 zero token. And I did that. I claimed my zero token last night. Just some weird wallet that I had, just that was zeroed out because I don't quite trust it, It's always kind of smart to do, like, don't completely trust new stuff like this. It just I don't know, but I'm curious, dude. And, I'm a total degen curious guy. And I like to try everything out. I love learning levers and pulleys, how things work. And this seems really interesting. So here it is. Here's the levxdow.org. And there's their zero tab. They even have an AMM on the LevXDAO. I haven't really poked around the LevXDAO yet, but I joined their Discord and I've read some of their chatter. Pretty funny people over there, So yeah, go join their Discord and poke around. Looks like they have a swap, automated market maker DEX on here, even though it doesn't seem to be pulling up on my screen right now. But that's probably just my internet connection. Because I'm streaming and stuff. But yeah, here it is. I wonder what makes this DEX different from other DEX, or if they're just copying and pasting Uniswap like a lot of these ones are. But cool. Well, whatever. And, airdrops. Cool, man. Well, I'll keep up to date with this. Anyway, I had some other topics I wanted to talk about, but I'll save that for tomorrow. All right, man. So if you have any questions, follow me on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. Feel free to DM me. My DMs are open. That means direct message for you people that don't know what DM means. And I got to get on to work. I got an hour and 15 minutes to drive down there and an hour and 15 minutes to drive back, listen to podcasts and all that crap. So, yeah, have a good day. It's Monday. Let's get started with this week. I'll talk to you later. And let me get over to this screen so I can do my proper outro. And we'll see if it works this time. All right. Bye. And it doesn't work. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Outro. Come on. There we go.
Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.